The more I look and like just traverse YouTube and the internet in general, but any social media, I don't have any other social media, just YouTube. And that is indeed social media. But the more I look and I read the comments and I see all these stories that just take off and everyone jumps on the bandwagon and they get all like fired up about it and they're arguing amongst each other, it's like the biggest problem with humanity, why things will never work, is because, besides the fact that the internet is just completely and utterly evil, I mean, it is. There's not even words for it. Like everyone thinks, well, it's good, it brings some good things too, and it helps us communicate. And I'm like, communicate how? Like, how are we communicating? We're arguing with each other. We're all vying for to be right and criticizing, you're wrong, I'm right, I'm wrong, you're right. It's always just, it's something. And I swear it's like there's no trust in humanity. Everyone is so certain that they know exactly what's going on about everything. They get a feeling and they're like, nope, this is it, this is truth. I got a sign, I got a feeling, I got a sense, I got a message. It's just like, oh my god, like everyone, nobody considers the fact that there's a high possibility that due to all of the unnatural things that we were exposed to, that maybe some of the things that we're getting, we have Wi-Fi and chemtrails and sugar and salt and junk food and chemicals and fluoride and just so much crap, stuff that I don't even know of, just all kinds of crap that is in everything that we eat and drink and breathe and look at and just stand near and sleep near and just are in proximity to. And nobody considers that anything that we think or feel or you know experience is the result of some unnatural external thing. And they think that everything, that we're so clean and pure that everything we experience and feel is just like, no, I felt it, it was real. It's like, really? Tell that to a person who's on LSD or acid or some other crazy whacked out drug, and they'll tell you that what they experienced is real, but you'll tell them that they were under the influence of a drug, and then they'll say, well, no, it just opened channels. And then it's like, okay, then you got the debate of what were you letting in through these channels. I saw God, no, it was demons. And it just goes on, and it's like, I don't know. And there's no trust. Nobody, everyone is so certain that they're right. Everyone wants to be right, they need to be right. Nothing, there is no solution for any of this, because we don't trust. And even when we think, well, okay, well, how can we trust? Then we think, well, we can't trust because we're also skeptical, and everyone thinks that there's, everything is a big conspiracy, and that, every issue, the left, the right, the top, the bottom, the in, the out, the up, the down, it's all, fabricated by some group somewhere, and every participant in it is is part of it. Everyone's working in like harmony. Everyone's just keeping up, like they can all keep up with their lives so perfectly. And everyone that's part of anything, everyone who votes is an idiot, everyone who doesn't vote is awake, everyone who, what I mean, it's just like, oh my god. And then we just wonder, like, why things aren't getting better. What the hell, we blame everything about the world except for ourselves. And I don't know, it's like, I don't know, it just really feels like there is nowhere to go. There is no, there's everywhere you look, everywhere you go, you just see it, and it just keeps happening, and everyone just falls like prey to it. They're just, I don't know. I don't understand. It's like you just want to run into the woods and just cut the world off. And and every YouTube is just full of like, oh, the world's gonna end, oh, it's the end, it's the end, it's the end, the end times, the end times. And I'm like, it's like that song, everybody's talking but no one makes a sound, always something cooking but nothing in the pot. It's just, that's basically like what's going on. It's like the internet is the downfall of humanity. I'm absolutely positively certain of that. I can't imagine that the world would look like this if the internet never came to be. And I mean, it's consuming us. We don't use it, it uses us. And it's like that scene in Lord of the Rings when they were standing there deciding who's going to take the ring. And then they started arguing amongst themselves, and the ring started like glowing and, gaining power. That's essentially what the internet's doing. And we're just all like, huh, No, there's things that we need to, this is helping. There's a lot of good in it. It's like, yep, sure. But meanwhile, we're just all addicted and no one wants to admit it. No one wants to step away because no one else is stepping away. And I don't want to be the one out of the loop. I don't want to be the one that, like, I'm missing out, and then we tell ourselves that's it. And we go to bed and wake up and then it's like, well, I just want to check one thing. And, and all it's just, it's a virus and everybody's infected with it. And I don't know. I guess there's just no solution for it because the internet speaks firmly to the ego. It speaks to every part of us, to the weakest parts of us, and it tricks us and makes us believe that some good will come of it, that we're somehow going to change things, but it doesn't, because no matter what good thoughts we put out there, no matter what good we have to say, there's always someone who opposes us, who's going to get angry, who's going to, want to do something in retaliation against us. So therefore, it can't. I mean, I guess humbleness in the highest sense is the best thing that you can do. Just shut up and, live and let live and do what you can to help. But, the need to get opinions out essentially is really just a matter of, it's an ego issue. And, it's a feedback system. Everybody wants to be heard and they want to be praised and adored and they want people to tell them that they're right. And, and then they think I'm doing good, and they convince themselves of that. And yet, nothing's improving. Everything just stays the same and everyone just, keeps going on and they're fighting the good fight, but nothing, the war is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and worse and uglier and more devastating and more destructive. And I don't know. There's just, oh God. I don't know. Sometimes it's just, I don't know. I just want to just walk away from all of it and just let it be because there just doesn't seem to be any, it's like you can't like solve this, like in Lord of the Rings, Boromir said, let us have the weapon of the enemy. Let us use it against him. And it's like the ring has no other master. It cannot be used for good at all, like period. And essentially, to me, in my personal opinion, the ring represents the internet. It can probably represent all sorts of things, but it definitely fits the internet. And I don't know. I guess we're just gonna just fail as a species because of our weakness to our ego. And I guess that's how it's gonna go down, which is sad, but oh well. Anyway, that's all.